Hello everyone, Galacticstorm here. Welcome to the show, and today I'm going to be showing you how Typhoon did in Makerspace in Canton, Ohio. It will be my second comp, and it'll be my first comp using Typhoon. The competition was at least an hour away, and it was snowing pretty hard, and it was pretty icy, but I was able to get in without any problems. There were 9 robots that were going to participate in, so let's see how I did. So my first fight was against Undefied. No, literally, that's what the robot's called. Undefied is a offset horizontal spinner with tracks on it. My plan was I was going to use my anti-HS bar for my weapon and try to flip it upside down, either by the front or by the sides. So, I was able to get my very first win with Typhoon, and my first win in combat robotics. So, for this, I flipped it upside down off screen, and I just let it stay there. One thing that I took note was there was 2 pieces of wood onto the arena, and they were kind of offset, and because of the damage that's been going on with the beetles, it's going to make it a little bit untrackable, so I do have to be careful when tracking around through the arena. And there is a pit onto the side too. My second fight was against Mini Undefied. Mini Undefied is, well, it's an ant weight version of Undefied, a beetle weight. It was untested, but from him, the robot is a brick. My idea was to use one of my other blades and try to, go after him from there. Try to hit like either the side, one of the small sides on the front of the blade, and try to hit the battery because he told me. But the wood in that, I was trying to be careful on that. But let's see how this fight goes. So you can see, just with that hit, I instantly tapped out because, well, my weapon flew, and that would be a problem throughout the entire competition. I didn't know how to secure it tightly, and that's what happened. And not to mention, he sniped off my a few of the wires on my motor, on my weapon motor. So yeah. It was another short fight, but I was in the loser's bracket. So, for my third fight, I'm going to be fighting Locksmith. Locksmith is a HS, a horizontal spinner, and its body is, I believe it's aluminum. So I was going to use my anti-HS bar. And I was in a quick pace into getting my weapon, I was switching my motors, basically. And unfortunately, when I was doing that, I didn't put it in right, and so the motor was spinning the opposite way. So, yeah, I had literally no weapon. So that was fun, and honestly, that was probably the best win I've had so far. So what I did was I absorbed a lot of the hits with Locksmith, and I was still able to take it. He did took a huge chunk off of my wheels, but I was hoping for like two things: either for him to go into the pit, or I would push him to the pit. One of his random hits would slide him into the pit, and then I just gave him a good push, and yeah, that was awesome. I apologize to the guys over there. I was taunting a little, but I wasn't doing that in being mean or anything. I was just getting too much into the fight. So my fourth fight was against Nitro Neon. Nitro Neon is a synthwave ant kit. I've seen it before, but I've never really fought one. But my idea was to again go with one of my other blades and try to take him on. But unfortunately, this happened. So my blade flew off again, and yeah, I didn't have anything at that point, but it was fun. Overall, I was able to get in a whole bunch of good pins, but the robot, Nitro Neon was able to get good hits in, and he would screw up my forks, and I was unable to get in, or get up at the end. But I was using the motor on the weapon, to get myself self-righted, which was, that was pretty funny, and it was fun. Overall, the match was ended on regular time, and I lost by a judge's decision. So I lost, but I did have one more match to go through, and that was a run. So my last fight was between a Commonizer and it was between that and Chaos. It was a rumble. So it was just a 3-man rumble, and I didn't have any plans. I told Chaos that we were going to go after Automatizer because it was a big, scary horizontal and wrecked the whole competition. So I used my anti-horizontal, and yeah, this happened. So my weapon didn't snap off, which was a good thing. However, it did snap a wire out. And yeah, I just stood there. And then, Chaos took like a whole beating and a half. Yeah, that wasn't fun. But, it was an exhibition fight and all that. But overall, 2-2 for my second competition ever. And I got 4th place in it. So that's really good, and I'm really proud of how Typhoon did. Overall, when it came to the post match and that, the chassis was very banged up because of what happened with Locksmith for the most part. So yeah, I put it on the side, but everything still worked. The carbon fiber plate on top was snapped. I did destroy my 2 motors. One of them I kept for myself. The other one I gave to Mini Defiant as a trophy. And yeah, and so it's all really easy fixes. I just have to get like 1 or 2 things, and we should be ready for another competition. So thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And be sure to look at my Facebook page down below. Until then, I'll see you all later.